Good evening. More than £5.5 million is going to be spent in the West Midlands tackling the problem of empty homes and derelict properties.
The government has given Birmingham more than £1.6 million. Wolverhampton received just under £900,000 and Stoke-On-Trent will get just under £1 million. The local government minister visited the Potteries today, where hundreds of homes were demolished or boarded up as part of the failed Pathfinder project, which was meant to regenerate the area. The latest scheme is selling homes for £1. Liz Copper reports.
The dream was to transform these streets. The reality was that communities became blighted. Selling homes for £1 is supposed to halt the decline. This is one of the houses that's on the list to be disposed of for £1. Its owners sold it 2 years ago for £44,500. Public money was used for that purchase. So what do families who live here make of the latest plans?
I think it's wonderful and I can't wait for it to start. I've lived here 40 years, so I've seen it go down and down and down, so let's hope the council have got it right and it's really going to happen.
I wouldn't buy one personally myself. Don't get me wrong, the area's okay. I mean, I've been round here 13 years. I brought one kid up round here, but I definitely wouldn't bring another one up round here.
Liverpool's another city where mass demolition of houses was planned, including Ringo Starr's former home. But like Stoke-On-Trent, there have been difficulties. And now the government's admitted demolishing more houses would be unlawful. On his visit to the Potteries, the housing minister said the focus now is on renovating houses.
Let's acknowledge that one of the things we had previously was a Pathfinder programme under the previous government that was across the country going to demolish something like 57,000 perfectly usable homes and would have destroyed huge communities. What we did was to stop that.
As the housing minister toured Stoke-On-Trent, the BBC's discovered the City Council has failed to register its legal ownership of the £1 homes with the Land Registry. Land Registry documents checked by the BBC today indicate a housing association still the registered legal owner.
I think the important thing is that instead of being negative and discussing technical details about what's said on Land Registry documents, we move on and we regenerate the area.
Eve Mayley's moved into a new apartment after being forced to sell her home because it was demolished. She remains unimpressed by the way regeneration's been managed.
Absolutely appalling. People have been moved to all corners of this city. It is appalling.
There are strict criteria for applicants wanting to move into one of these £1 homes. Those applications are being scrutinised now. There's bound to be far more scrutiny of the scheme once the new owners actually move in. Liz Copper, BBC Midlands Today, Stoke-On-Trent.
Well, joining us now from our Stoke studio is David Ireland from Empty Homes, an organisation that campaigns to get empty and derelict buildings back into use. Good evening to you, Mr. Ireland. What are your thoughts then about?
Good evening.
What are your thoughts then about this government money?
Well, I think it's great news because, I mean, I think, as your piece pointed out, there's been some mistakes in the past which have caused a large number of empty homes, increasing the number of empty homes, some of the programmes in the past. But actually what this is doing is getting those homes back into use and actually being quite creative, I think, in the ways in which that will happen.
Yeah, you're involved in this scheme to sell or buy the £1 homes, aren't you, in Stoke-On-Trent? But why has the take-up been so poor, do you think, on that?
Well, no, the take-up has only just been announced, so the applications are coming in now. So far, I understand the take-up has been pretty good. There's been a lot of interest when it was announced, and a lot of people actually applying now. So we'll wait and see how many applications we get, but I'm sure there's going to be far more than the number of homes that are available.
Yeah, I thought this was a second round, actually, of applications. I thought the first round was pretty disappointing.
No, that's not correct. The first round was an expressions of interest round, which got a huge number of applications, and this is now the formal application round for people to apply. So actually there was a lot of interest, and I think this time, you know, there's interest coming in as well. But it's quite a commitment for somebody to say that they're going to come and do up a house themselves, and it won't appeal to everybody, but I think there's going to be a lot of people out there who will take up this offer and come and do these houses up.
Because there are hundreds of houses, aren't there, demolished or lying empty in Stoke-On-Trent. Is enough being done, do you think, or what more can be done?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's what this is about is first of all getting the council's own houses back into use and getting people living in those again. I think there's a lot more that can be done about the privately owned empty properties, and I think once people see that that the area is improving as it will as these houses get done up. I think it then gives added incentive for the owners of those empty properties to invest some money in their own properties and get those back into use as well. So it's a start, and it is only a start, but I think there's every reason to expect actually this is going to roll on to something quite a lot better over the next few years.
David Ireland, thanks very much indeed.
Coming up later on in the programme.